Here's my tutorial on how to make a comic using gliffy. First of all, just set up the area here. Take off these grid lines probably, and don't need that snap to grid anymore either. And I think the page breaks a little line between the pages. I'll leave this on there because it looks good. And I'll zoom out a little bit. And you don't really have to do this, but it's just the way I want to do it. I want to make it a little wider, and I guess that's probably good enough. I'll just put a rectangle in here for the ground and size it up the right way and move it down a little bit. And I'll go over here to the fill color and I'll make it dark green. That way it's looks like grass, I suppose, or something similar. But anyway, it's the ground. And then to draw people, I guess, just drop in shapes and start sizing them around until they look like people. The way I'm going to draw them is I'm going to put an ellipse here for the body and put an arrow down there for the legs and stretch it out a little bit and rotate it and put it down there where it belongs and put another one in there for the other leg and just keep going on like that and dropping shapes in that look pretty close to what I want. And it doesn't really matter exactly what they look like. I mean, these can be arms right here, these little plus signs, and this cylinder will make a good head, I suppose. And a little weird, but whatever. Put an eyeball on there and just, I mean, you can tell it's a person for sure, at least, kinda. And then I'm want to change the color because he's not made out of grass. I'll select all the things and fill the color and make it that color, I suppose. I'll select his eye and I'll make his eye black because usually eyes are darker than whatever. It's black. And I'll select some of the shapes and bring them to the front. That way it gives it a better little look. And there you have it. And you're probably going to want to put some sort of little text things around here, so I just drop in the lips and widen it out a little bit and start typing some text in it. And obviously it's the wrong size, so I'll go down here and I'll select the text and change the size to like, I don't know, let's try, well, whatever that didn't work. Select the whole shape and go down to the text size and try 48. Now you can tell he's saying something. And then, actually, it's just, you don't know who's saying it, so put a little triangle in here, it points to him, and then you know he's saying it. Or if you want, you can put little bubble things in here and make it like a thought or something and kind of size them up smaller to bigger as it gets toward the bubble and eventually take out that triangle over here. And there you have it. Perfect little thought bubble thing. Don't know what he's thinking, but it's a thought bubble. Once you've got your comic frame drawn up the way you want it, you gotta save it somehow. That way you can make a little slideshow out of it or something later. Now you could go and save a whole bunch of them in Gliffy, but then store it online, and it's kind of a pain to access them if you need to get to them quick. So what I did is I just took a whole bunch of screenshots of them and saved them to my computer, like right in front of me. That way I get to them and put them in Adobe Premiere and make a little slideshow out of them. And that's what I did, and here it is right now. Enjoy.
Against my better judgments, I went walking out that door. I smiled at one person, then I nodded to three more. One man asked me for $1, I asked him what it's for. He said, I have seen them. I said, okay, it's yours. And that's featured on the MTV. The local high school lets out and the town becomes anarchy. Bodies are crashed, skid marks are measured. The stories in the paper, you may read it at your leisure.